Hist in News Daily is your go-to podcast for a daily dose of history. Each episode dives into significant events, births, and deaths that occurred on this day in history. From pivotal moments in world history to intriguing anecdotes about famous figures, we bring the past to life in an engaging and informative format. I'm Chris Bernard. Stay informed and entertained with new episodes released every day, keeping you connected to history regularly.
15 significant historical events that happened on May 31. 455 The Vandal King Gaiseric and his forces entered Rome, initiating a plunder that lasted for 2 weeks. 1678 According to legend, Lady Godiva rode naked through the streets of Coventry to protest high taxes imposed by her husband, the Earl of Mercia. 1859 The famous clock tower of the Palace of Westminster in London, known as Big Ben, rang out for the first time. 1889 A catastrophic flood occurred in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, when the South Fork Dam collapsed after days of heavy rain, killing over 2,200 people. 1902 The Treaty of Vereeniging was signed, ending the Second Boer War between the British Empire and the two Boer republics in South Africa. 1910 The Union of South Africa was created by the unification of 4 British colonies, laying the foundation for modern-day South Africa. 1911 The famous passenger liner Titanic was launched in Belfast, Northern Ireland, ahead of its ill-fated maiden voyage in 1912. 1921 One of the worst incidents of racial violence in U.S. history started, leading to the destruction of the prosperous black neighborhood of Greenwood in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 1961 South Africa formally left the Commonwealth of Nations and became the Republic of South Africa. 1970 A devastating earthquake struck the Ancash region of Peru, causing a massive landslide that buried the town of Yungi and killed approximately 70,000 people. 1977 The construction of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System, an oil pipeline that runs from Prudhoe Bay to Valdez, was completed. 1991 South Africa's apartheid regime repealed the last of its laws enforcing racial segregation, signaling the beginning of the end of apartheid. 2005 Two thieves stole 2 paintings by Vincent van Gogh from the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. The paintings were recovered in 2016. 2010 Air India Express Flight 812 overshot the runway at Mangalore International Airport in India, killing 158 people. 2013 Large-scale protests erupted in Turkey, initially to contest the urban development plan for Istanbul's Taksim Gezi Park, evolving into broader anti-government demonstrations. These events span a range of historical periods and geographical locations, reflecting significant moments in world history.
Uncover lesser-known facts and intriguing anecdotes about historical events and figures that may surprise and inspire you. By engaging with history on a daily basis, you'll develop a stronger connection to the world and its rich tapestry of events and personalities. You can find Hist in News Daily on popular podcast platforms like Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Subscribe today to start your journey through history, one day at a time. I'm Chris Bernard. Thank you for listening to our Daily Today in History podcast. Remember to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on YouTube for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and discussions about history's impact on our world today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow and find out more today in history.